This is the LEGO F1 Collectible Race Car blind box. It's set number 71049. Inside this box, you'll get one of 12 different cars based upon actual F1 race cars. This is unsurprisingly controversial because it's the latest in the line of a very popular line of collectible blind boxes, blind bags, minifigures. But this isn't really a minifigure, is it? Plus, they're practically the same thing. I mean, you have one, you kind of have them all. I mean, unless you're a really big F1 fan. But someone like me, do I really care if I have an Aston Martin or a Sauber car? But the LEGO Group had a happy accident when they released this, because this 4-stud wide car fits perfectly in a Hot Wheels track. In 2010, LEGO released their first line of collectible minifigures. This contained 16 unique minifigures: a caveman, cheerleader, circus clown, cowboy, deep sea diver, demolition dummy, forest man, magician, ninja, nurse, robot, skater, spaceman, super wrestler, tribal hunter, and zombie. In the last 15 years, we've had 40 more series like this. 27 of them have been non-licensed themes. Things like this one and this one. Sometimes it's around a central theme like space. Sometimes it's just random LEGO minifigures. And we've had 17 licensed themes. It could be things like Marvel, Dungeons and Dragons, and I held the right ones up at the right time. I usually get a box of about 6 of them just to have them, open them. I don't care to collect them all, but it's nice to kind of have them and play around with them. So when they released these, I naturally had to get it. I had to know what the fuss was all about with this, because like I said, these are controversial. Worst case scenario, I'd have 5 of these sitting in my basement until the resale market goes up on them. But it wasn't until I opened this box that I was able to see the potential. After I got the boxes, I took it and I opened it. And inside, you get a bunch of pieces that you're able to use to build a LEGO set. In this case, I have this one, and I've got this one. I don't know which is which, but this is the green one, and this is kind of the French national flag. But I had it, and it was sitting on my desk for about a week. It just sat there next to all the other things on my desk while I'm trying to figure out what was this. Because this isn't a minifigure. Maybe it's a Cylon race car? I mean, it's got a head. It's got no person inside of it. Yeah, it's a Cylon. I'm a big Battlestar Galactica fan. Why not? Let's go with that. Now, I happen to have a little bit of a chaotic work environment. As you can kind of see, my office has things all over the place. I strongly believe in the Marie Kondo philosophy of life of having things that spark joy for you. While a lot of the stuff in this office is LEGO stuff, I do have some stuff that is not LEGO related. And one of those non-LEGO things was this. A Hot Wheels car. Now, if you're not familiar with this particular car, because it kind of looks funny, this is a Simpsons car from the season 2 episode of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Homer finds out that he's got a long-lost brother, and he owns a car company. And the car company CEO says, hey, you know what we should do? We should have Homer design a car because Homer is everyman. And Homer designs this.
The Homer.
Any questions?
What does this monstrosity cost?
Jerry, what's the sticker price?
$82,000!
Adjusted for inflation, this would be $188,775, which is still a better deal than the Cybertruck. Naturally, sitting on my desk, I realized they're basically the same size. But how close are they really? For the benefit of my international audience, we will be using centimeters. As you can see, this car, the LEGO car, comes in at right around 8 centimeters long. It's a little shorter than that, but it's not quite 7. The Hot Wheels car is in that same ballpark. It's just a little too big. No, here's where 7 would be. So it's a little longer in terms of width. Again, we're talking about something that's 3 centimeters wide versus something that is just a hair over 3 centimeters wide. In terms of the wheelbase, we have a wheel all the way at the bottom, and then we have a wheel at roughly 5.5 centimeters. Conversely, for this one, if we put the wheel basically the same place, we can see that the back wheel on this car is at roughly 5.5 centimeters. So we have two cars which are roughly the same size. And they both fit in a Hot Wheels track. Now, I do have to say, because this one is just a little bit smaller in every direction, it has a little more wiggle room within the track than this one, a little more leeway. Considering I'm not much of a Hot Wheels fan, I'm assuming that this leeway is very important for its ability to take turns. So I do not know how well this would go on a turn. For the benefit of a hobbyist, a Hot Wheels car is generally considered to be 1/64th scale of real life, which is probably very close to this, except for the head. I don't think someone's head is that big. Now, this car might be small. It only contains 29 separate pieces. So each one of them has to be used very effectively and efficiently to be able to make this out of 29 pieces. And I thought, let's dig into the pieces and try to see what makes this this. I'm going to start right here with this piece. This piece is plate round 1x1 with bar handle on a long stem, piece number 79194. This little guy sits behind the driver's head, acting as a sleek headrest. It's black, it's subtle, and it plays a big role in shaping the silhouette of the car. This piece is a relatively new piece. It first came to light around 2020, and you can get it in 8 different colors. Want some trivia about this piece? The rarest version is tan. It only appears in tan in 2 sets, one of which is a wizard theme, which I'm just not going to support for liberal reasons, and the other happens to be a Lego Jaws set. This is set number 21350. So yeah, this little piece, this is canon, not only in Jaws, but is also in race cars. Outside of the set, I've only really seen this being used as a way for a Lego minifigure to be able to hold an item that has a stud on it. That's really all I've ever seen it for. But at its core, this is a piece that is a connection point between a clip and a stud. So for instance, it will fit in here in the clip, in any one of the clips, allowing you to adjust it and do whatever. So if you're using snot techniques or stud knot on top, this piece can be very versatile. So anytime you see a piece like this, you can stick one of them in there. While we're talking about the bar side of this, let's talk about the next piece in the set. This is one of the newest Lego bars that the Lego Group has ever released. This is piece number 7052, a bar curved with angled ends, one length. This was first released in 2025, and it's only been in 3 sets so far. This F1 series, the Ninjago Temple of the Bounty, and a Star Wars battle droid with STAP. I have no idea what STOP means. But in this car, it serves as kind of the front windshield in front of the driver. It kind of gives it that shape that you'd want to be able to see. It's a protective arc, that the small detail that adds the essential modern race day realism. Like many other great Lego pieces, this is starting to show its versatility. Remember that Ninjago set I was talking about? It's the anchor on the ship. So in your builds, it could be anything. It could be motorcycle handlebars. It could be robot claws, sci-fi antennas. This is the kind of piece that will earn its place in your collection, particularly when you're making things that look unique to you. Speaking of foundational pieces, let's talk about the foundation of the set. We're talking about its base. This is the chassis of the car. This is the vehicle base 3x9 by 1 1/3 with axle holes, piece number 6667. Just a wonderful number. Way to go, Lego. This is brand new and only available in these sets. So if you don't grab these, you may not be able to get one of these. This chassis is what now allows the car, to roll smoothly on a Hot Wheels track. But what really gets me thinking about this piece is what you could use this for, if not a race car. This could be a jet ski trailer. Just put the wheels on. It could be a trailer for anything that you want to pull behind your car. You want to make a Aliens mock, the little thing that Ripley uses to fight the Queen Alien and Aliens? This could be your foundation for that. I mean, hell, you could even make a video arcade cabinet out of this. This is just something I threw together really quickly. But again, you can see it has a lot of different connectors to allow you to connect it to a lot of different things. And who knows? Maybe that is the stealthy way that Lego starts producing Hot Wheel cars. Now, let's swing back to the front of the car, to this piece specifically right here. This is a vehicle Formula One front wing with a top stud. This piece debuted with this set and has only been found in this set. But I think this piece has a lot of potential. Because this sleek nose piece, this is what gives the car its aerodynamic look. This is what allows it to look like a race car. It's currently available in 5 different colors. So what can you do with it? Well, you can take it off and put it onto the back of a minifigure. And voila, now he's got some Buzz Lightyear wings. Anything that could use something like this for some aerodynamics, you could put this on a spaceship. There's lots of potential value to this particular piece. Finally, we're going to roll to a close with something that rolls literally, the wheels. This tire is the 14mm by 6mm thin tire that is solid and smooth. They're not flashy or new, but they're exactly what takes a build like this and makes it feel really authentic. This piece was first released in 2005 and unfortunately has only been available in black. But these little cars, these little wheels have carried anything from Moon Rover cars to little minifigure cars to the Lego Dimensions cars, for crying out loud. They're reliable, smooth, and solid. And honestly, if you think about anything that from a form over function perspective, this could be used for really realistically anything. It could be the outside of a barrel. It could be a column or a pillar piece. This could definitely be on some machinery like a joint between 2 pipes. Sometimes the most dependable Lego part is the one that can prove itself across lots of different uses. So while this micro racer may look simple, it's made of parts that are begging to be reused in different ways and adapted to different things that you may be able to put in your Lego world. Whether it's a new vehicle theme or arcade cabinets or something to work with on fun different levels, this begs the question, where does Lego go from here? I'm not the only person that's figured this out. I've done a deep dive on the internet and I found a couple people are talking about it, most notably something called the Lego Show Off group, and they talked about it in a Facebook posting of theirs. All I can really say is that Lego group themselves had no idea that this fit in here like a Hot Wheels car did. And how do I know this? I live in New England, and I live near a lot of the people who work for Lego Group. And I bumped into one of them at church, and I said, hey, do you know this? I showed him the video. He took it to work and showed all of his coworkers, and they were all like, cool. They did not know about this. I'm hoping that now that they do, they keep reusing this line of series. They keep making collectible cars that they can sell alongside with the minifigures in the blind box. It could be around different themes, cars from the 50s, cars from the future, the Jetsons cars. There's lots of things that they could go with, but I think this is the beginning of something. And although this was not popular with adult collectors, I'm hearing anecdotally from other families around town, kids love these. Because kids are not going to be boxed into the thinking that adults are. They're not thinking, gosh, this isn't a minifigure, I'm so mad. They're thinking, this is just a Lego car that costs $6. Not that they're paying for it themselves, but you know. If you like this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I am new to YouTube after being a live streamer on Twitch for the past 5 years. My goal is to keep making videos like this as I have capacity. I do work full-time, and I am a father of 2 kids, one of whom is actually a Twitch streamer himself. Now, my goal is to look at smaller, older sets and look at the pieces that go into it. My next video is going to be about this set, which is a Lego promotional piece set, a camera. This is called the vintage camera. If I remember right, this is from 2021 or so. It wasn't one of the ones that you would get if you got like a big Lego set and they just give you this to you for free. This is one that you had to use your insider points to be able to buy. They've released a couple other cameras since then, but this is the one that I have, and this is the one that I'm going to talk about. Mahalo for watching, friends.